Good morning. Oh, let's take a look where we're at. Looks like the market did want to continue up. After that sweep from yesterday, once we broke those highs, we were actually going to see that was 8:30 in the afternoon and the night for me already, in the evening, before we could have had any entry. So if we continue to move up, we still have a little bit more space until the high. So we will see what happens. So the only thing that I can see right now is or this first 15-minute right here or the lower one to long off at this point. We have an hourly FVG just under us. So if we start dropping, we could drop to that hourly too. For now, it looks the market still wants to go up, and I believe it wants to go to that 3-minute value gap just at the top. So unless I see anything else, then the market actually wants to go down. So once we start breaking lows, I will look for shorts, but unless we do that, I'm still gonna long off of it. I wanted to try shorts 2 days now, and not really the best option was. So if I'm a few short, we want to see a nice movement down actually. Market has not been very volatile right now. It's just a bit slowly continuing up, so not much movement in this. We do not have any news coming up, so that's good to see. It would be nice if we get a tap with that 15-minute just under us. We've got a 4-hour for value gap and an hourly for value gap laying over each other with a small opening gap. So if we go lower, we probably hit this for value gap. But for now, the market is a bit choppy. And not much movement inside. So it's just like almost standing still. So I gotta get myself a drink in the meantime. I will see what happens in about 5 to 10 minutes. If we got some nice price action, yes or no. For now, we cannot do much. Okay. So I'm back with my drink. The market's still at the same place. So this afternoon, there is no trading for me. Again, for anybody that just joined Discord, so no afternoon trading for me. Taking my kid to a basketball lesson. Good morning, Vele. Okay, this looks like gonna be a relaxing morning again until we have a clear drop where I can retrace something from, so I can actually continue to long. But at this point, it's just not really finding something to enter off. There's one 15-minute right here, one lower, but there is also a 4-hour and hourly on this part. So it would be nice if we get some retracement back to this level to continue from. So if you trade pre-orb, you got about a 9-point orb, so that's a very close one. So that you have to short this, that would be if we go down, we probably go to this small void here, or this value gap at least. But for now, it's going to be a patient game again. Just sit here. Not much that we can do until we have some form of a small retracement back down. Yeah, it's a very slow market at this point. Couldn't agree more. Okay, that was a nice wick that we had. If we continue up, we probably go to this 3 minute. Now we've taken out everything actually. There's nothing left in between. So then there is only the highs that we can take. This is this one. If we take that high, I believe we continue further up then. There's no need for us then to come back down, just to retrace the fair value of price. Then analysis of the previous one that we were continuing lower will be incorrect. I hope that we will get that tap on that 15-minute. We did not, just missed it by a few inches. This has been the biggest move that we've seen yet, so that's good to see that the market does wants to move still to that direction. So if we find anything, we would jump into that level. That would be my main idea that we go to right now. There's not much in between. Very relaxing market. So that would be pre-order to the upside, by the way. It's doable to make a 2R out of this. You can see any fair value gap actually to the downside holds pretty strong. So that was a 3 minute, it held. So if we see a clear breach again above it, we will aim for this level. I will probably hit that before 9 too, or 9 o'clock will hit that level. Yeah, there's not much to tell about this market because I can't actually see any good entries at this point. Still being patient, guys. So nothing much to see, nothing happening right now. On the screen, that's pre-orb actually. So I want to see if this one would work out. I would actually want to see us hit this 15 minutes or one of those lower parts before continuing, but at this point, it looks like we don't got that entry. So we'll be patient. Unless we see a nice sweep down in about 15 minutes, we will see what happens. Yeah, you just click the reset button, correct. We got 14 minutes still open. Let's see if open brings something that we maybe could trade off. I know we just hit a 15-minute, but that was actually not really any retracement. I do want to see us hit a bit lower before we actually can enter anything. So we just hit like this 15-minute for value gap right here. I'll probably see what open does if we get that swing point and then move down, yes or no. So we got 10 minutes still open. Let's see what happens. At open, if we get a nice movement. With a bit of luck, we get a nice entry at open. If not, we'll be patient again. So Nisha's taking a break for a moment. She's not feeling very well, so she is not going to be at the chat for a while. Yeah, I know what you say. I prefer mass. It's a lot more clear. They don't have those huge spikes. So if you take ES, it's more clear where the market sometimes wants to head to. So they don't got those really deep spikes. Yeah, if I would say a mass entry, that would be under this one, would be a great entry point. We have an hourly, we got a small opening gap right here. So something in this area to continue off. Or if we have a very strong, oh, did we take out everything on mass already? Ooh. I did not see this one yet. We already took out the highs. Okay, so NQ is definitely gonna keep going up. So any retracement that we do, we're gonna aim for those highs immediately because I just seen mass take out everything. So that means that the NQ actually will be big. Yeah, so this was a break of structure upside. This was a break of structure. That was a retest. So here we had a change in character fully on an hour, on a bigger time frame, because this was the move down for this break of structure. So we had a full change in character right now. So if we retrace, we can retrace into this 4 hours somewhere and then continue. But it looks like it will continue further up, even to up here. So until we see us move lower, we want to continue higher. So it's not going to start moving directly down from here. So I believe we will continue up to even the higher part. We got 4 minutes still open. Not sure we have anything coming up. No. So open in a minute and 15. If we get a nice push further up, that would be great to see. So pre-op would have been not a profitable one. For those highs, at least. Yes, did not even slow down, so we just keep moving up. We just came into a 15-minute right now and probably keeps moving up higher. So, and Q should follow. If your first idea was to set their limit order, just leave their limit order. Don't change it back because you now see, okay, it's open, maybe the market can do something. Just let it be. So here's open. So pre-op would have been not a correct trade. Most of the time, if you have your first feeling into something, it's probably correct. Would be nice to see us hit the hourly value gap right here. We do have an hourly created right now too. So we closed a small void. We came into a 15-minute. We came into a 30-minute. This is for me like a very small retracement to continue. So I would rather see it actually hit this one to long off of it. So gonna be a bit more patient. We are 7 minutes in open right now, so we got about 6 minutes, 8 more minutes before that first 15-minute candle is open. We'll see what happens then. Yes, you're a good man. I like you too. I'll tell her, Emily, that she feels better when she gets up. Normally we awake at 5, so she's still in bed. It's 9, so it's not her usually doing. And Veerle, where did you take along? On ES or on NASDAQ? So I'm taking a 1 contract long here. Just a 1 because we're still in open actually. Well, we hit that 15-minute gap. So I'm taking 1 long. Stops at the low. I was waiting for this one to happen, so this is a 15-minute we just tapped. Aiming for the highs. Probably should have entered a bit more than 1 contract. Yeah. Yeah, that's like $40 stop. So that's like, yeah, not even worth trading. Okay, that was not the smartest move, but still. Okay. So I'm in a long. with a very, very small stop and actually less than a half hour entry. So I didn't take time to actually measure it before we got into it. So my entry is at 25,188. So my entry is at 25,188, just a bit above. That's my entry. I do want to see the next 2 minutes move up, or I'll just close the trade once we get back to my entry. Because we have that hourly for value gap just below us with a 4 hours, so we could actually go to that gap too. But that was a 30-minute for value gap, a 15-minute for value gap, so that's why I ended up actually off of it. So if we continue up, we will probably go above those highs. We probably go even to that level. So even though it is only a one contract, that's still like a 1 hour that I could get out of it. I actually didn't see it until that actually happened. So normally I make you guys know it in time. Oh, it's the time of the year. Okay, that can happen. Hope your son feels well very soon. So gonna put my stop at my entry even. I don't want to see the market come back. We do want a continuation right here because we are now in a 5-minute for value gap also. And I do want to see that trade continuing to the upside. So my stop is at 25,187.5. My stop is at 87 point. I'm just gonna let it go. If I find any 5 minutes to add to this trade, I will add to this. So I'm taking a look. If we create 5-minute for value gaps where I could add so that I can actually get to a full R right now. So we have one here. So reason of entering this because I was looking for a retracement into a level to long off, and we came actually into a 15 minutes and a 5 and a 30 minutes. So I was continuing looking for those highs to get hit. I was 2 days in shorts and it didn't work. So if you're incorrect, you have to acknowledge it too always and just follow what the market shows you. So if you keep your stops where it should be, they should be under this wick. So my stop is already here because I didn't want to see the market come back after a pull up of 26 points. So if your original stop should be at this level. I moved mine up already, so just that you know where it should be. So this would be the value gap. Actually, it should be on here. So the reason why it should be here on this wick is because we have a half-hour value gap right here. Will be continued off. So open's done right now. So it looks like it has a bit of strength inside. Let's hope. Let's see if we can get this all the way to RTP. So that 3 minutes would be my first idea. If we see a strong push down of movement away from here, I'll take my profits. It depends on how strong ES moves back up. So ES did the same. We hit 15 minutes, so it looks like it wants to continue too. And this one's a stronger one. So we see we already took out these highs, all of them. So if the market here does not continue lower, that means that NQ will just follow up. So then we're aiming for a much higher price even. So again, if we take out actually 25,308.5, that means that my full analysis was actually incorrect, that we are continuing lower. That means that we're actually aiming for all-time high. So main idea then is that we will take out this high. So if you're ever incorrect in what the market does, be okay with it and don't keep yourself onto that mindset. Okay, I have to be right. We don't have to be right. We just have to be right enough. So if we tap that 5 minute right here, I'll probably add one more. I'm gonna add one more if we tap that 5 minutes. So this trade looks good. So this is actually the action that we want to see when we get to a certain point. So once we get into a trade and we do not have a strong reaction of that continuation, this is why I prefer to put my stop rather fast to break even, because this is the action that you want to see out of a good continuation. So once we get a tap and the market wants to continue in a certain direction, we actually want to see just like a wick and then that continuation move straight out of it. Normally our entry should have been here, just under that 30 minute value gap right here. but I didn't get it. I was a bit up already because it wasn't a limit order. I was actually watching price what it did, and when it came down, I was like, I need to take this. Now we will see what happens in about a half hour or something like that. We don't have news, so it should continue up if it wants to take out those highs. So the challenge on my funded at this point, I'm at $400 or something like that right now. 408. I'll share the balance of this one in the meantime. So I'm still trading on it step by step. We will see after this trade how much it got. So I started this challenge on the group. I'll take a look when I started this actually. Have to open Discord for that. I will leave somewhere in October. Give me a minute. Discord is loading. So let me take a look at my own section. So if anybody wants to, so I got funded 13/11, so about 15 days ago, and I started this challenge at 21/10, so 1 month ago. So a month ago I got funded, so in less than a month we got funded off of it, and now we're already trading in a positive way, so it's good. So here we're not to make the most money at one time, we're just building it up. So slowly building up is much more smarter than wanting to get that gaining in one time. So trading is just building up wealth slowly by slow, step by step. Just a percentage with one percentage. Did not add yet. I want to see this move right here. I'm going to add on this part. So this is the nearest to my entry. Was about 5 points off of it. Just on this huge V shape of this liquidity sweep that we took, we actually moved rather fast down. Same here, we had a small void in it. We came off of it and we actually pushed further. I'm gonna be a bit more patient until I see it. So no ads right now. So if I add, my stop is going to be under that wick then. So this is a very strong push down. I'm going to add one here. So if we get stopped, my stop is now under this wick. I moved it a bit. I got about 15-point stop or something. So my entry moved up to here. And my stop is now actually under this wick. So if we get stopped under that wick, I'm okay with it. So I'm going to explain also why I moved my stop now to the downside. So we had a very strong reaction of this 5 minutes. So we probably will hit these, yeah, this is what I was expecting, that we would hit those lower parts of those, because people like to put the stops at the candles itself. This is why I moved it a bit down. It wouldn't stop me out yet. It would have been very close anyways. This is like really nothing, so if we have now a nice movement, we get a nice clean trade. So we got about 1 hour once we get up this level. Now we're at least with 2 contracts inside. We should have taken at least 2 here, so that would be a third. Now we do want to see that continuation. So in the next minutes, we don't want to see it come back actually. So we don't want to see, once this minute closes, that we actually continue to move further away from here. We will see it soon enough, but the market wants to continue, yes or no. If it does, we're on the good end actually. So the market looks like it still wants to move up. So there's nothing to tell except we are at the good end. We waited for our entry. We added one time at a nice low point. So I'm very happy with this trade, no matter what the outcome is. Have a nice day. Veerle. I'll tell her, Veerle. Thank you. Good morning, Chris Hanna. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. USHL. I have no idea what that means. Maybe you can explain yourself. It's a hockey team in the United States. But I don't believe that's what you are talking about. If it is, okay, I never heard of it. We don't play hockey in Belgium. It's not really a thing. So for anybody in here, this afternoon there is no trading for me. Again, in the meantime, while I'm here, I can go over crypto a bit. I should normally do this in Discord today. But we're in this trade anyway, so it's on the screen. I'll open the second screen for a moment. So we can follow it a bit on the side. So TP, first TP would be around 25,274, full TP 25,003, then maybe even higher. If we're lucky, we can even take it higher. So Bitcoin at the moment looks strong. We're still at my entry, I believe. Oh yeah, I should switch those. Wait, I'll put Nasdaq in here. I'll put Bitcoin in that one. So we're still at my entry spot for Bitcoin. So I took a long off of this at 26,430, stops at a low, and I'm aiming for at least these highs around 69,000. And if we continue up, I'm gonna actually aim for all-time high, but I'll take profit along the way. You hear me say this multiple times in Discord when I have to, when I take profit, of course. You can always join the free community or join the paying community. Then you can also see me trade and see all the rest of the Discord, of course. Now, USDT, what do I see? Now, Cosplay is the first one actually to start moving. Short exit position looked like was even on the screen, and I had to stop shorting right here. So I was aiming for those lows to get hit. It did. Now we hit those, and people are really accumulating this coin, guys. So this will be the next Ethereum, actually. Ethereum will stop moving so much, and I believe Cosplay will take over in the next 5 to 7 years. It's the first of his kind, so he can do everything what Bitcoin should do. So it's the first one that actually started moving. I'm also looking at Nomad right now. Had a lot of exchanges get listed straight off of its open, but I did not actually expect to move that fast. If we get stopped, guys. It's like a 10-point stop or something, or 15-point stop max on NQ. I'll go look this in a minute. So I'm accumulating right now. Cosmo. I'm accumulating Bitcoins. I did buy a little bit of Ethereum at 26,007. I added a bit to my portfolio, and that's it. The rest I'm not adding right now, just because of there isn't much what we could add, except the market is just plumbing down. So what am I looking at? I'm looking right now at how does USDT dominance actually start to move. So we hit a high. So we took almost, we actually made equal highs. So I preferred actually to take out that high. So now we will have a retracement at least back to, say, the 5.6 percentage, and then see what happens, because we made a new break of structure to the highs. So we took some sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity. We didn't take those highs. So I wanted actually to hit this fair value gap before moving lower. So we're now actually ranging because we didn't take the highs. So we're actually inside. It's a big box, but we're actually ranging. So we hit the highs, we hit the lows, we hit the highs, we hit the lows. So once we hit twice the same high or 3 times after a row, and we hit 2 or 3 times the same lows, that means that we're ranging. So we're inside a 2%, almost 3% range box. So accumulating around this area would be a great idea. Selling it when it gets to the half point, your accumulation would be also a good idea, because it can just as easy move back up. As long as we're in this box, we can do much. I wanted to take out those highs, so then everything on buy side liquidity would have been taken. We had that fair value gap on a weekly. Looks nice to get hit and then move lower. There was the same. We had a monthly cap right here too, so I was expecting this to get hit. It did not yet get hit. But this is a strong monthly, so people are definitely putting everything that they had for money into crypto right now into USDT. So if we hit this monthly gap, I'm really starting to accumulate. That's a 7% that actually USDT gets from the full crypto space, and then I want to see it hit a bit lower again. So once we hit this box, I'll even put in it. So I'm adding at least Bitcoin, eat a bit, and then seeing what other coins that are actually at its lows. That seems to have a strong push back up right now. So it's just the same like that Caspar did right here. It looks like it wants to continue that move. We will see this in a few days. All the rest, I'm not accumulating right now. Everything is just flushed down. So they probably, all the coins that you see move lower will probably end up taking out as wick. So I would add like ADA, I would add it around 20 cents, 26 cents, 27 cents. This was a data wick, so we got swept. So most of the times, cryptos and anything else that you ever trade wants to take out a data wick. So once we take out, like I say, this data wick, I would start looking for to accumulate it back in. And what would you have just under it? Fair value gap still left under it. So in this fair value gap would be a great idea to add. I would put your stop at 23 cents then. So here again, we had a data wick down. So you see CPI moved up highly, it came back, so it probably will take out now that data wick. Same for Tau. Tau moved up hugely after that data wick made. Okay, it's looking like it wants to take it out too. Link the same. So most of them are actually aiming for those data wicks. So once they get hit, so if you still have so goes back to like 56 cents. So guys, make sure that you took some profits when I told you already. If you didn't, that's okay too. You will have to sit it out then. Yeah, not much otherwise to talk about. Okay, back to Nasdaq. Meantime, I'll see what happened. Nothing yet. I'm still in. But it came close to my stop, so if this keeps falling, it'll probably take us out, but that's okay. We have it. That's why we have stops. Yeah, this is a 12-point stop for me. So there's 2 contracts inside, so that's like 40, that's $80 stop. That's less than a half hour, so I was willing to risk it. Because we had an hourly and a 4-hour for Valley Cap right here. This was my main idea that we would go to, but because we had a strong push down at open and we got a reaction off of it, I wanted to trade it. Because we had one gap right here and we got one just under it. The ES was showing strength too, so everything was indicating that the market wanted to continue up. So if you're new to trading and you're not yet okay with it, to take a hit, you will have to learn this definitely. You cannot be always right. I'm like, best month, it's not been my best month yet, so I'm up 40%. I'll even show. So I journal all my trades. My screen for a second. So I'm up in a month 5.8. Previous months were very great. This month was a bit less for me. We still got 4 more days. I'm up 78 trades in this 15-minute continuation, and in the total I'm up 28.2 R. So if you want to have stats like those too and you want to learn how to do it, you can always join. You're more than welcome. So, and I'm not closing trades previously too. So if I change my stop, I'm okay with it, but I'm not going to close it until it hits it. So don't close it right here or just because we would save like 2-3 points. Never do this, guys. I've seen the market came to, okay, that was strange. Okay, it's back. So I see the market come to like a point of my entry or my stop and then move away from it again. So always let the market do its thing. Like I said, the stop is there for a reason. So if you're not okay with how much you put into it, maybe put a bit less into it until you feel comfortable trading it. And make sure that you have a strict plan also in trading, that you know how to trade, that you can repeat the process over and over and over and over again. Oh, mess, where would TP be? Okay, I'll take a look. And what trade are you in, Emily? Can you share it? You took an entry on this one? we're on the lower part. Well, not this one is not hit yet. So you probably hit one of these parts. So probably looks something like this, I believe. Right, let's take a look. Along. Stop at the low. Supposed to look something like this, your trade. Let me take a chat. Yeah, okay, that also. Okay, let me take a look with you. So this was a move to the downside. So first TP, if you don't, not sure how many contracts you have, but first TP should be this high. If we continue, yeah, if this continues, I would say this area, 26,830, if it continues up. So that would be TP1, that would be full TP for me. Make it 6,828. So that would be around the 6R that you could make out of this trade. The reason why is we already took out all this liquidity, so there isn't much here to take anymore. So this has already been taken. So if we continue, we have to look where is the next real block where we could hit off. And actually, this is that entry. This is that block where we could hit off. This is, yeah. If you ever know support and resisting, this is one of those areas. So I'd rather take it just a bit below it so that you're actually in that TP. That would be my indication for that trade that you're in. You're welcome. So once we get to TP1, I would definitely put your stop at your entry. We should not fully come back then to that level because there is like a 15-minute just under it too. So we have like, oh, wrong chart. Sorry, guys. So we have like a 30-minute gap right here too. So we should not, once we get above that TP1, we should not come back down to it once more. We should continue. Same here for NQ. I would really love us to see us move right now. But I will probably, yeah, stop just because of this huge candle down. This looks like a strong candle movement. So we got 8 minutes in this hourly candle, and this one will show us what the market will do. So no matter how this trade plays out, you know, if you have faith in the model and you keep repeating the model over and over again, you will get there. If I can do it, you guys can do it too. I'm not the world's best trader. I just see what the market tells me, but I'm good in following strict, the same movement over and over again. A bit of a slow market though, not too much movement. So stay on live for a few more minutes. And it's 10 o'clock again, guys. That was 2 hours streaming. If you have any questions, you can always ask them. I mean, how to trade, what to do exactly. It's always welcome to ask. This is how I can help you guys the fastest of all. So we got 5 more minutes in this hourly. Let's see what this does. Do we push back up right now, or does it continue to go down? It will have to make up its mind right now. Okay, this is going to probably be our stop. We're 26 in November. Took a long 30 minutes and 15 minutes. Did not put in. I'll take a look if I'm still in, yes or no. No, I just got stopped. So that was minus 0.4. So I'm not going to take another trade. Nonetheless, we do see that 1 hour per value gap just below. It's my time to get off the screen. Otherwise, I'll be sitting here all day. And that's not the point of trading, of course. I wish you a good trading session. And I'll see you back tomorrow morning, of course. Enjoy.